What's up, guys? Welcome back to The Educated Barfly. My name is Leandro Di Manriva, and today we're going to be making an original cocktail called a Black Irish. So I did a couple of cocktails for St. Patrick's Day. If you've been looking, if you guys are Patreon subscribers, then you'll know because I posted a recipe for one of them there. And I didn't get to do, the way that our scheduling worked, I missed St. Patrick's Day this year, which I was so sad about because A, I had a bunch of extra St. Patrick's Day cocktails, and B, I like to think that I'm a little bit more forward thinking than that, but I guess I just sort of failed at it this year. So I wanted to give you my St. Patrick's Day cocktails now, and I don't see why not. This cocktail is awesome. It utilizes some coffee liqueur, and not only that, you're able to sub out the whiskey, you're able to sub out the coffee liqueur, you're able to sub out a lot of different things if you can't find it in your area, which is what a lot of people ask me about. All right, let's get into making the cocktail. I don't know why I picked that up because I need bitters first. First thing we're gonna do, 4 dashes from the Japanese bitters dasher of Angostura Bitters. And then we're doing ½ an ounce of Carpano Antica, sweet vermouth. Ooh, sorry. And ½ an ounce of Mr. Black coffee liqueur, which you know that I really like. And then just 2 ounces of Powers Irish whiskey. Now, if you do not have Powers or you don't want to splurge the 30 or so bucks that it takes to get a bottle of Powers, you can sub out Bushmills or Jameson for this cocktail, and it works beautifully with both of those. And if you don't want to use coffee liqueur or you can't find coffee liqueur in your area, then you can also just up the Carpano Antica to 1 ounce, but then infuse it. So you can infuse it with coffee beans. So what I usually do is I'll take the bottle, the 375 bottle, and then take 1/4 cup of 100% Arabica beans. I usually use Illy. I put that into a non-reactive container. I let it sit for about 25 or 30 minutes to infuse, and then I just double strain it back into the bottle. And then you have like a coffee-infused Carpano, which would also work very well. That being said, if you don't have Mr. Black in your area, you can also sub out like maybe St. George Spirits makes a great coffee liqueur. I would just urge you to try and use a coffee liqueur that doesn't have a lot of sugar content. And that's what I really like about Mr. Black is that it doesn't really have a ton of sugar content. So, you know, it doesn't make things overly sweet. And you don't have to like dial back sugars in it. And then Carpano Antica I'm pretty solid on. You should probably use it because it's a much more robust flavor. And switching out different vermouths is a little bit tricky because each vermouth is a fortified wine and each of the producers that make it have a proprietary mix of ingredients that they macerate into it. So all vermouths are very different. So it's a little bit tricky to sub them out. So luckily you can get Carpano in a 375, 0.375 milliliter bottle. So it's a little bit smaller and a little bit cheaper because it is a little bit on the higher end. Okay. Then what we're going to do is just add our ice, crack it all up. Don't let any escape and put them all in there. There we go. Big one on the top to seal the chill. And let's stir. We're just going to chill it down until it gets chilled. And I said we're going to chill it down until it gets chilled. Yes, we're going to chill it until it has got the proper amount of dilution is what we're going to do. And then it gets down to the proper temperature. And with ice just out of the freezer, you're going to have to stir a little bit longer, especially if they're bigger pieces of ice that take up more surface area. And there we have it. I think that's about done. And I'm just telling you, I really like these old school spring julep strains. Kind of like a julep strainer and a hawthorn strainer in one. It fits my glass so easily. And then it's like, you don't get little chips of ice coming through the coil, which is really nice. There we have it, my friends. Then we're just gonna do a little orange twist. And just twist the oil on. Rub the peel, and then you know what we're going to do? We're going to discard the peel. We're not actually going to put it on there. And the reason why you would discard a peel on certain drinks is because you don't want it to have that intensely orange flavor. You just want to have that initial pop of orange. Let's take a sip of this cocktail and see how well I did. I mean, that is just, the coffee and the vermouth go so well together, and it doesn't overpower the whiskey. And then orange and coffee goes really good. I don't know if you guys know that, but orange and coffee goes together hand in hand, my friends. You get that vermouth. You know, the thing about Irish whiskey that I've noticed is that because it's made out of different types of grains, like barley and some cereal grains, it has a lighter character, so it's easier to mask that flavor in in your drinks, but this does not overpower it. So there you have it, my friends, the Black Irish. So if you like our channel, please hit like and subscribe, and definitely check us out on Patreon if you want to, at patreon.com/theeducatedbarfly. I will see you guys next time. I hope you enjoy your Black Irish.